I said the middle name. He said did that. Show some love, y'all. Clap it up.
All right, so I'm just trying shit out. So if I hit a nerve or anything, like I don't give a fuck if y'all offended, but like, you know, like talk it out with me, okay? Is that fair enough? Because I'm working on a special, and so I just need this shit. Okay. And also, by the way, Michi, niggas always act like eating pussy is hard. Like, y'all have never sucked a dick before. Like, that shit takes all type of breathing, nut holding, right? Yeah, thighs, booty smells all in your face and shit. Like, but yes, okay, so I don't know what I want to talk about, so I'm just talking about this. Have you ever realized that men cannot answer 2 questions in one text message? Like if you say 2 things, like if you like, did my Amazon package come? By the way, do you want Popeyes later? They just be like, yeah. Like nigga, did you see, which one are you answering, right? You gotta, I think you gotta like sandwich that shit. You gotta say something real nasty in between like both messages. Yeah. Like, did my Amazon package come? I'll suck your dick later. Do you want Popeyes? They be like, oh hell yeah, bitch. They both came. The shirt and a 3-piece, spicy. Speaking of Popeyes, you know what? I saw some crazy ass shit in Popeyes. This is kind of off the subject, but I saw a dude. It was a dude and a girl. I was on the Popeyes on 47. You know what I'm talking about? I know y'all from like motherfucking Kankakee and shit, but like it's a Popeyes on 47th, and it was a couple in front of me, and a dude walked in, just like he came in off the street, and he went up to the girl, and he was just like, bitch, don't talk about me no more on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You say anything about me or tag me in any post, I'm blowing your fucking brains out, right? And the dude she was with was like, can I get a 2-piece white spicy? Like, you like, bitch, you better listen to that nigga. I'm like, damn, he like, I ain't down for you, bitch. It's $2 Tuesday too. I also like, I used to be a teacher for like 15 years, and I quit. I quit on them motherfuckers. I quit in the middle of the week. Yeah, on a Wednesday. I was just like, this is my last day. And, right, I was done. I like kids. I mean, I like teaching kids. I hate children, but I like teaching kids. I do hate kids. Me and Michi was talking about, like, it's real hard. I have a dude, I have a boyfriend. He has a kid. It's just not. It's not for me. I'm not a stepmother. I'm like Cinderella's stepmother. I want to be evil and shit and push the bitch, but I can't do that. Okay, so anyway, but I used to be a teacher, but now I'm home all the time, and like I'm watching all this shit on Netflix. Y'all be watching this shit? Like I've gotten into a thing where I watch Love Is Blind 2. Did y'all watch that? Did y'all watch Love Is Blind? Did you watch Love Is Blind? No, you didn't.
What is that?
It's like where people meet up and they can't see each other, and then they have to propose to somebody without seeing each other. You saw that shit? Oh my God. And it's in Chicago. It's all Chicago motherfuckers. And that shit went horribly bad, right? And then they had the ultimatum. Did you watch that? Y'all, please, if y'all haven't watched it, ultimatum is even worse. It's people who are together in a relationship, and one of them has given the other person, it's most likely the woman, has given the man an ultimatum, either marry me or we're gonna break up. And then they let the man date somebody for 3 weeks and move in with them, and then he decided if he wanted to get married. So you already know how the fuck that show went, right? Right, so quick as fuck, right? Because some of the dudes was like, oh, this new bitch is better. I'm like, whoever thought of this shit is a fucking maniac. I've been watching all these like scammer shows where like these nice white women are getting the fuck like scammed like a motherfucker, right? Like, I just be wishing that some of these women, did y'all like, had like black friends? Yeah, like the Tinder swindler. Like this motherfucker just calling women like, my enemies are going to kill me. I need $25,000, and they just like, okay. Like I feel like if you had a black friend, she like, bitch, hang up that phone, right? What the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Right? Right, bitch. What? You know them for a month, right? I wouldn't. My dude forgot his wallet and was like, can you cash out me $25? I'm like, nigga, who is this? Oh, I live with you. Okay, it's cool, right? That's some real shit. I will not share any money. Like I said, I'm home more. I live in a 2-flat with my boyfriend. He owns the building, and there's a girl downstairs. Like, here's the thing, like, even though I'm a teacher, and I think, like, I give off this, like, look that I'm, like, all professional, or maybe even, like, stuck up and shit, like, the girl downstairs is having, like, severe relationship issues. And, she, like, randomly knocked on my door at, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up watching, like, whatever shit. But she, like, I think my baby daddy cheating on me. Can you give me a ride past the bitch's house? I was like, hell yeah. Like, bitch, where's my flip-flops? I'm all in for that shit. Like, I love chaos. I love to see, like, drama. I love to see that shit. I was like, shit. Bitch had me on the west side. I was like, I didn't know he was going out of town. Did I want to be on Madison and Pulaski? What am I doing over here? Right? I know. I was just like, you did not tell me we was going this far. But, right. She doing all sorts of crazy shit, throwing bricks at his window and shit. I was like, okay. All right. What'd you say? You're what? Your mom live over there? Okay. We was over there. Okay. All right. We was by your mama's house. Okay. Right. And like, since I don't work now, my dude, he thinks that like, do any of y'all live with your significant others? Women, particularly women. Do you live with your significant other? Yeah. You don't? Oh, that's man. Do you live? You're both divorced. Yes, you learn from it though, right? Because I don't care how much you in love, every woman has woken up in the middle of the night and looked at her man sleeping and thought to herself, I should smack the fuck out of this nigga. And they're like, what? Oh, baby, what woke you up? Yeah, that dream about pigeons again, right? I'm for real. And now my boyfriend, like, this is the thing. I read this in a Psychology Today, right? They said every person on the earth has 3 things that are the most important things to them. It's either sex, food, or sleep, right? And everybody has a distinct order. And for you to have an okay relationship, the person that you're with has to have the same order as you, right? Like, what's the most important to you? Like sex, food, and sleep. What's number 1? You, him first. What's yours? Sex? It doesn't matter. I'm just telling y'all if y'all gonna break up. That's all. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's just how long y'all gonna last. Food. Food's number 1. What's number 2? It's food. Why are you stalling, sir? Why are you stalling? It's 3 goddamn things, and you can food. You got sex, and then sleep is number 3 for you. What are yours, man? I feel as though they're different because you was looking at him the whole time. He says food, sex, sleep. What are yours?
What if he has to sleep and sex?
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem here. I'm gonna leave him alone, okay? They need a moment. Because the thing is, for me, it's sleep. Number 1 is sleep. I'm gonna fuck. I don't give a fuck about no food. Like, sleep is so important to me. I don't care if the house is burning down. Just move my body outside, like, right? You just push it out, right? Just leave. I can sleep for like 14 hours straight. So, because I don't work no more, I know, right? I started taking. That's funny because I did start taking it because I'm like, there could be something wrong with me, right? But I'm the person, because sleep is so important. I hate to be woken up. Like, I will get so upset if someone wakes me up for some dumb shit. But my boyfriend, because I don't work no more, he thinks like, oh, okay, we can fuck whenever. Like, you know what I mean? And it, like, the most horrible thing in the world to me is being woken up to fuck. Like, you know what? That's so disrespectful. Like, you see me, I'm happy, I got a smile on my face, right? And you wake me up for the same dick I've had for 7 years. It ain't got no glitter, it ain't no balloons, huh? What'd you say? No, like any woman can wake up a man, but men, and then they don't even like do it like, hey baby. They just rub their dick along your crack for like 20 minutes and shit, and poking your back and shit. Like, oh, you up? Yeah, bitch. What the fuck? Where's the glitter? Did you get a new dick? Like, oh, yes, yeah. My boyfriend used to walk past the bed. Oh, say something? No, nigga, get that dick out of my face, right? I watch a lot of porn. Do y'all watch porn?
Yes.
You do? What's your favorite porn site? Pornhub. Pornhub is good. It's a classic.
It's free. It's got everything you need.
Right.
Dialed up in a menu.
I'm gonna ask a personal question. You can ask general. No. It's not. Show me your pussy right now. No. What's your well, I won't say what's your go-to category, because I know that makes people uncomfortable. But like, in general, what do you like? Do you like threesome, girl on girl, normal intercourse? I don't know.
No, I am not normal.
Okay. Okay. That's all right. I didn't want to put you on the spot, but just like in general, like everybody has a go-to. Huh? Hentai. Oh, okay. All right. Damn. Okay. Fuck, why did you say that? I can't make any jokes about the hentai.
Animated Chinese porn.
It's like, she said hentai. Bitches with bonnets on, like, we fucking was Erica Badu bitches. Fucking, damn, that's funny. That's fucking funny. I gotta add that to my, ma'am, I'm gonna add that to my joke. Thank you so much. She said hentai? Okay, yeah. I like amateur porn. I like amateur. Who likes amateur? Do y'all like it? You like amateur? You don't like amateur?
It's realistic.
It's more realistic, but like, it's so stupid. Like, I like
Camera angles suck.
but it's real. Like, I was watching a porn, because I like to watch DP porn, but I don't like to watch, like, girls. I'll be like, she don't have a soul. Like, have you ever seen, like, where it's all, like, she's perfect, she has no hair anywhere, two dudes with, like, 13-inch dicks and fucking her, and she's just like, oh, yeah. And it's like, no, this bitch should be screaming. Like, ah! Like, anytime a dick has come towards my ass, I'm like, ah, Jesus, please, right? These girls are like, ooh, right? So I like amateur, but I don't like too amateur. Like, I'm for real. There's a porn on Pornhub where a dude is like, he's like, oh, gym trainer, at home gym trainer, fucks client or some shit like that. But whatever it is, but it's amateur. But in the background, they had Maury on. Like, Maury, I was like, they doing this during the daytime drama block, right? It's like, right? Yeah, it was like one of those episodes, and that shit went off, then Daily Mail came on. I'm like, these motherfuckers, that's here, that's WGN, right? That's fucked up. Cause like, the professional porn, like, I hate how, like, if you watch like Big Black Cock, BBC porn and shit, there's some white woman back there, know what I'm talking about? Like,
I am so not white.
Oh, you're not? Okay, all right, okay.
One of us.
Okay. I like BBC porn. I just don't like the uniform that they make them wear. Like they all have like a hat, sunglasses, butt ass naked with some Jordans on. Like, nigga, that's Keith. Like, I can still see you, nigga. Like, you're not incognito, right? Because you got Jordans on and sunglasses. I don't know where I want to go with that. What else should I work on? Oh, yeah. I was going to talk about my parents a little bit. Am I from the West Side? Are my parents from the West Side? No. My parents grew up in the they grew up in the Robert Taylor projects. Yeah, no, they got rich. It's all right. They grew up there. They didn't end up there. No, I grew up in Lake Forest. My dad is Mr. T. Yeah, no, that's not a joke. That's straight. Really? Yeah. Yes. Ooh, I'm so wet. Yeah. Dudes always do that to me. Like, yeah, I pity the fool. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna suck your dick now. Like, I know. I've heard that my whole life. does not do anything for me. Nothing at all. Yeah, I'm dead serious. I swear to God, Mr. T. Yes, Lawrence Tiro is my father. Yeah.
Totally made my day just little kid.
Did it? So yeah, I obviously had an interesting upbringing. I don't know how much time I have left because that's actually the shit I want to try out for my special, but I won't now. But yeah, I did have an interesting upbringing. Yeah, I mean, obviously, besides like here's what most people don't know. Like my dad is like, because I have an older sister, so and I have like a bastard brother. He doesn't count though, but like side chick baby, fuck that nigga. I've never met him before. He's a bastard, right? So I have an older sister, and so you have like my dad raising like 2 girls, and I don't know what it is about me. It's not with my sister, even though she's older than me. Like he's cool with her dating, he's cool with her fucking, he's cool like something about me. Like my dad picked me up from my boyfriend's house, like no bullshit, in December. We went out to lunch, and my dad picked me up from my boyfriend's house and was like, y'all don't sleep in the same bed, right? Like, nah, nigga, I sleep on the couch. He like, cause niggas be having their dicks out and they get hot. Like, shut up! What the fuck? I'm 39 years old. What the fuck is you talking about, right? He never wants me to fuck. He wants me, I want you to be a good girl, I know, but I'm like, it's like he never has the same rules for my sister and shit. Like, but, and it was funny, like, because most people don't know about my dad. My dad is, like, extremely protective over me, not my sister, like I said. So we grew up in the suburbs, grew up in Lake Forest. And so the rule was, like, I was the only black kid in the school. My sister was the only black kid in high school. But, like, when we moved to Lake Forest, my dad was like, nobody can come over to the house. Nobody. None of your friends. And you can't go sleep over nobody's house. Ever. Right? Like, ever. Right? And, like, he would change the rules, like, or the reason why. Like, every time. Because I'd be like, oh, Daddy, my friend having a sleepover. Can I go over? And my dad be like, I pay too much for this house for you to go sleep over at another nigga's house. Right? Like, damn. Okay. The fuck? Right? Right. Right. So I'd be like, that makes sense. Oh, like, and I'd leave it alone. And I'd wait a couple months. And then I'd be like, Daddy, my friend, she having a sleepover. Like, can I have a sleepover there? And he'd be like, my dad be like, you go over there. Her father pull his dick out. I gotta kill him and everybody in Lake Forest. We lose our money. We go back to the projects. Like, damn, nigga, right? So I go back to school and I be like, I can't sleep in your house. Whole bunch of shit gonna happen, but we gonna end up in the projects. So can't sleep over there. Can't explain it, but it's a long story. It's a long story. Has to do with your dad, his dick, and the projects, which I don't fucking want to go to. So, yeah, I think the other shit I'll work on later. Is that enough, Michi?
That's on you, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, you want me to keep going? I don't know what I want to work on. Like I said,
your father still with Ghost James?
Yeah, you want to know I don't know why I say that. I was like, you want to know the truth or you want to know a lie? Of course you want to know the truth. Right, lie to me. My dad has he'll still have the watch, a couple chains. That's square. Like if you Google a picture of him right now, he has a square chain or a square piece with a emerald in the middle that somebody mailed to him. When we was in Lake Forest, somebody mailed it to him. He got it appraised, and my dad would kill everybody in this place for that for that chain. He tried to act like, oh, God told me to give away all my gold. That chain, he'd kill me and my sister for it. He ain't even gonna give that shit to us when he died, right? But
right.
He loved that shit, right? I mean, buried with that shit. Lock my casket. So yeah, he still got that. Still have the mohawk. Yeah. Still has the mohawk. It's gray as fuck. Gray, sparse. When I was a kid, he went gray early, just like me. I went gray early, so I used to dye his hair when I was little. Dye his mohawk and his beard, right? You looking at the chain now? I feel like you are. Look, just Google a picture. You're gonna see a square medallion with an emerald dead in the center of it. Do I ever talk about this?
Did he ever talk
Yeah.
about it?
When I was, this is real shit. When I was a kid, like when the wrestling shit was going on, we lived on the south side of Chicago till I was in kindergarten, and then we moved, right? Or kindergarten and first grade. So when that shit was going on, I was in kindergarten and first grade. And my dad was gone for probably like 14 months, like during the 18 doing that shit. So, and that's when I started school. So like they would be like talking about the 18, like my friends, and I'd be like, that's my dad. And they were like, shut the fuck up, right? Like, that lying ass bitch, right? And I'm like, damn. So like, and it was so crazy because like I kept like, you know, kids would imitate my dad or they dress up like my dad for Halloween. And like, I remember when I was a kid, we went to WrestleMania, right? And we went to WrestleMania. And my dad was doing his whole speech to me and my sister, like, this shit ain't real, don't even worry about it. We like, oh, okay. Then my dad went out, and Roddy Piper, if you guys are wrestling fans, broke my dad's ribs, right? Like in the first, like, you know, it's all like acted out, but the way he flipped my dad's rib broke. And so my dad went to the ER and shit, right? And afterwards, we're in a hotel. My dad is in the hotel, and Hulk Hogan's in the hotel. And Hulk Hogan is going off. He hot as fuck, right? Like, he's like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker next time I see him. And he doing cocaine and shit. Like, and I'm like, oh shit, because Hulk Hogan is big as fuck, right? Like, and there's a knife, hopped up on cocaine, and my dad's like all bandaged up, and then Roddy Piper knocks on the door, and he's like, yeah, T, I'm real sorry. And Hulk Hogan's like, man, fuck you. And they start fighting, and my dad's trying to break it up. And like, I was like 6, and my sister's like 13, we just standing there crying, and it's all fucked up. And then I went to school on Monday, and they like, what'd you do this weekend? I was like, nothing. Because y'all not gonna fucking believe it. The shit I just saw is fucking nuts, right? Y'all really not gonna believe me. But yeah, so my dad came up to school because my teacher called my mom and was like, I think she needs to see like the school therapist because she has like an unnatural obsession with Mr. T and shit. Like, so I was like, bitch, because that's your dad, right? Like, so my dad came up to school. I went to Cook, I think it was Cook Elementary on the south side on 81st and Bishop, I think. Yeah. So my dad came up to school, and like the thing is, I remember this to this day because I used to think my dad smoked cigarettes. And then I later realized it was weed, right? But like, I'm like, oh, daddy, he smells like that cigarette smoke. Like, he came to my class high as fuck. Like, hey, kids, stay in school, don't do drugs, right? They like, yay! I'm like, it smell like those cigarettes he been smoking, right? So, yeah, but it was just like, and the thing is like Michi knows this, like, my whole life. Like, people for real think I'm just like making this shit up. Like, that's why I always try to not talk about it that much, like on stage, because it's unbelievable. I wasn't a part of it. I just got to witness it. Like, you know, you have to witness some crazy ass shit. But yeah, so I don't know.
Did you watch the King Pill skit with Mr. T?
Of course I did. Yeah. Male pattern bonus. Yes, of course I did watch it. Yes. I don't know. Do you have any other questions about? Because I know it's Mr. T. It's a weird. Like, you don't think that nigga has kids?
Huh? I did just Google it. You are mentioned on it.
Oh yeah.
So.
Has he ever beat up somebody in front of you?
All right, you guys want to hear one funny story, but I was not there for. My mother was there for. My mom said that her and my dad and Hulk Hogan and his wife. Linda before whatever went to a Bulls game. This is like late 80s, whenever. Definitely like Michael Jordan time. But they went to the game, had a great time. They're drinking, they're smoking. They took a limousine, so they're in the limousine and they're on Madison, and there's a bunch of traffic, right? And my mom was like, these drunk boys. It's like 2 or 3 white boys, and they're super drunk, right? And they're just walking through people's cars, right? And my dad has the window to the limousine just like cracked a little bit because he's smoking a cigar. And my mom said one of the white boys reached in and hit my dad, like popped him in the face, right? Just on some like, ha ha ha, ooh, I got a limousine, and popped fucked him. And my mom said Hulk Hogan and my dad jumped out the car, and the dude was like, and just dropped to the ground like, don't beat me up, y'all are my heroes, please. And my dad was standing over him like, get up, pussy, get up, pussy. And he like, please, no, I love y'all so much, don't do this to me, right? And my mom said all of Madison was out that car like, is this shit real? Like, is this real? Is that Hulk Hogan? Like, they trying to drag him over here like, no, please stop. Right? Like, this is before cell phones, right? And my mom was like, everybody standing out like, that can't be real. This has to be like a reenactment or some shit going on. But my mom was like, the boy would not get up. He stayed in the fetal position. They were dragging his legs. He like, I love y'all. Y'all my heroes. I'm not gonna get beat up by my heroes. I swear to God. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Right, I know, right? Here's some story. Like, you know what's crazy? I randomly hit this dude, and Hulk Hogan and Mr. T jumped out of my like, that's so weird, because it was like 80, like my mom was like, it was like 88 or 89, which is like, that's just like, I can't even think of like who the equivalent of right now, but like at that time, but I'm thinking of like now, it would have to be like Papa Dude, and it's like LeBron jump out, and you're like, oh fuck, nigga, like, I'm sorry.
The scare factor though, the scare factor, like you scared of them to hurt you, Brock is nice. Mr. T was scared. Like, you know,
I don't know why. Like, if you saw him, his character, but it's very nice. It's very nice.
I mean, he's fine.
No, he's very. No one has ever. Hulk Hogan gives my dad more. Like if my dad's by himself, he's gonna be like, nah, I'm good.
He was the villain on Rocky. You are in delusion.
Oh my God, that is a role. That is a goddamn role.
To the public, his character was that.
Right, that's true.
Clover Lane.
Right, Clover Lane.
You ain't no real man. I'm gonna make love to your wife like a real man.
You're so stupid. I hate you. Thank y'all so much for letting me try out that shit. Thank you so much. All right.
That was more than trying. That was amazing right there. Y'all give him a round of applause. Come on back up here, Eric. I think I wanted to do Q&A. You know, not about that, not about Mr. T and stuff. I wanted to talk about being a woman in comedy and stories in comedy. I guess sex stories, love stories, date stories. We gotta drop no names. I will give one first. I think, oh man, I'm
We ain't gotta drop no names. I'll give one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess the weirdest industry story I have at a show was we had a club called Riddles where it was packed out. And one time we had to kick a girl out because she was sucking dick under the table at the show. She lost a bet. And,
She lost a bet?
Yeah.
It's dark up in there.
It's dark up in there. And the table's all the way in the back in the corner.
Sir?
If you're with the right people. And she was getting it in, but it was other girls hating like, you see that over there? Look at that dirty.
Right.
I didn't even want to think. I walked over there slow as hell, like, man. Excuse me, ma'am.
What position?
Man.
Was she like leaned over? Or was she underneath
She was under the table.
Oh.
And the nigga was on top of the table, smiling like a mother. But what I wanted to ask you was, okay, in comedy, in the industry, people always get propositioned for, like, you know, you gotta have sex to get on, or people try to put your situation for sex. So I just want you to tell some horror stories, or good stories, or bad stories. I know you got a couple of them, but I don't want to put them out there. Okay, yeah, all right.
Okay, I won't say.
The name, yeah.
I won't say the name, but I opened for this person, right? It was like a Friday, we had a Friday and Saturday night. I was featured. And then my mom came to the show the Friday night. It was a great show. He's a really funny dude. Then I got home. I lived with my mom before she passed away. We lived together. So he called me, and I put him on speakerphone, right? And I'm just taking my clothes off. My mom is smoking a cigarette, whatever. And he like, yeah, he was real funny. I was like, oh, thank you. He like, you know, I got this nice hotel room at the Four Seasons, and he was like, your ass look real nice on stage, and I just wanna, I'm just put it out there. I just wanna eat your ass. You ain't gotta do nothing. You can look at the TV. You know what I'm saying? My mom was like, and I muted him. you know, he was still talking about muted, and my mom's like, girl, go, the Four Seasons. She was like, the Four Seasons got a good ass brunch. Go, what you doing now? You sitting here watching Roseanne. Go. I was like, you trying to, I'm like, you think he just gonna eat my ass and then just be like, all right, good night. He gonna try to fuck. She's like, but you ain't doing shit. He was funny as fuck. I'm like, no. I was like, nah. He's like, yeah, I don't want nothing. You watch TV. You ain't even gotta go. He kept being like, you ain't even gotta take your whole clothes off. You just pull it out and. I can't. Yes. And I'm just like, and I was like, why did he have to do this? Like Friday, because we had 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
More shows
Yeah, and I'm like, damn it, why did he have to say this now? Because I have to see him.
Wouldn't that be empowering though? Like I feel like if I was headlining with a female, she'd be like, hey, I want to suck your dick or.
Yeah, I was just like, no, I mean, like he's been perfect. I have seen him many a times. He's been perfectly fine after that, but it's like I don't know. His offer was so lame to me.
Why do y'all
go?
How was it?
No, I did not. I swear to God, I did not. I went to sleep. My mom like, you dumb, because the Four Seasons breakfast is dope, huh?
I'm with the less. That's what I'm saying. Like,
You've gone for
if somebody first they famous and I'm working for them, so it's like 2 dreams in one.
Did you at least do it in a dream?
Yeah, and the 4 seasons, that's 3.
But this is what I'm saying. It's like, dudes. Okay, you know how like I don't know about girls just sucking your dick, but like every woman knows this. If a dude's like, oh, I just want to eat your pussy. Once they do, they always try to come up and be like, no, they always try to fuck. They always try to fuck. And then you gotta be like, hey, no, man, you guys gotta make up some shit. I'm like, yeah.
Women put you out. Women like, okay, you said you eat pussy, time to go.
Pussy time's over, right?
Wipe your mouth, get out. That's right.
Pussy time's complete, right?
Just the head. That's what it is.
Right, just the head. I don't even do my part in 69. Just hum and be, I hate 69. It's the dumbest shit in the fucking world.
Party and sleep.
Yes, sleep. I want to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep always.
I'm getting there. I'm just not getting there.
What?
Like where I'm like.
Have you figured out what's your order, Michi?
Right now, yeah, sleep is like 1.
Okay, then.
Food and sex. Sex at the bottom.
Me too.
Yeah, I done aged out. I done had a lot of sex. It's exciting, but all that shit is the work now. Like, it's a lot of pussy I gotta eat all night. You know, it's not exciting. It's not exciting. Y'all just love Erica Clark one more time.